welcome to my lab. It's a great pleasure to show you how we process the human brain tissue.
This may be a small lab, but the breakthroughs they are making within its four walls are huge.
But the first thing that happens is the piece of brain arrives with us in a taxi in this fantastic device here, as you can see.
Live brain.
That's live brain. So what we have, as you can see, is an oxygen cylinder, and that's pumping oxygen into this solution called artificial cerebral spinal fluid. So it's a type of liquid that keeps the brain in exactly the same environment that it would be if it was still inside your skull. What we then do is we go over to Soraya here, who's working on embedding this piece of tissue and cutting it into really, really thin sections, so 1/3 of a millimetre thick, so smaller than sort of part of your hair, if you imagine. These slices we then bring over to Rob here, who is, as you can see, he's plating them into these little dishes. These little dishes have a membrane that means the piece of brain can sit on top and survive for several weeks. We can take these little dishes and we take them into the incubator, open up this little section, and they go. And they're now kept at 37 degrees, which is the same as body temperature, and nestled away until we're ready to start our experiments.
The process is revolutionary in itself. The ability to keep human brain tissue alive has allowed the team to make groundbreaking discoveries with Alzheimer's.
One of the things that we found is that A-beta, which is found inside your brain in Alzheimer's disease, can bind to and destroy connections between nerve cells called synapses. Now that's been known before in other animal systems, but never been shown in living human brain like we have. What we've also shown is that when the cells produce their own normal A-beta, that they can actually recover from that synapse damage. So that's also giving us an idea of how we could maybe target drugs to try and induce a repair process in disease.
The brain tissue is saved from operations where people are having tumours removed.
I thought the tissue was better quality this week. Were you happy with how it was?
Neurosurgeon Paul Brennan works with the team to secure the tissue.
You'd be surprised sometimes how much tissue we remove during an operation, which is what the patient needs to have done, but we can take small parts of that and we can observe them. Even in the tiniest bit of tissue, there's still thousands of cells, and we can learn a lot about what's going on.
The research is funded by the James Dyson Foundation and Race Against Dementia, the charity set up by Formula One legend Sir Jackie Stewart after his wife Helen was diagnosed with dementia in 2014. The family's goal is to find a cure.
It's a really bad story in many ways, and that's what shocked me when I found out that there was no cure for Helen. Now, her condition has deteriorated enormously, and actually in the last week or 10 days, it's been even worse again. After midday, she's kind of okay, morning and midday, but at 5 o'clock at night, Helen's a different lady.
It's a very horrible disease, unfortunately, and we need to find a cure quickly. But I'm very positive and very optimistic about what we're doing already and what's going on in the medical field around the world, that we are going to find a cure.
The team believe that their pioneering method of preserving brain tissue could help accelerate drug testing and bring them closer to a cure. Louise Scott, ITV News, Edinburgh.